Nice.
Looks good. Up with the big boys now, Frank.
Well, we saw that previous tee shot go 310. This one's further.
Getting set for another approach. Our featured golfer really looks dialed in at this point.
Yeah, right now this is a great feeling to have as a golfer. Your swing's good, the timing, it's almost like it's just completely natural. You don't have to think. The swing is exactly where you want it to be. So really you're just looking at the flag in front of you.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie. You know what's better than 2 birdies in a row?
What's that?
3. That's what he's going for.
That's a turkey in bowling, isn't it?
He's no turkey.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, what about this downhill shot off the tee and the idea that you just want to sort of let that ball run toward the green down the hill?
Well, Pete Dye just gives you so many different looks throughout the front 9 of Whistling Straits, and this really is the first example of this, plus the swirling winds that are created by that sort of tree and the mounding on the right of this green. Quite spectacular.
These are always tricky. Severe downhill to that green. This won't hurt him. Pretty close. He'll be looking at about 15 feet for birdie.
Now, it's at sneaky distance.
Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. You've let one go. You've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Frank, this was quite a collaboration between a business giant by the name of Herb Kohler, an insurance salesman with a genius for design. We know who that is. That's Pete Dye.
Yeah, you put the two together and there's no question you finish up with a masterpiece.
A couple of American dreamers shooting for the stars, and they end up with Whistling Straits. Fraction off the center and headed to the right. Early part of this second 9 and a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie. 13 feet away. Wow, rolling the ball beautifully, makes birdie again.
Yeah, that pace, that roll, it's always getting to the hole, and it's the perfect, what we call the perfect holding speed. It uses all 4 1/4 inches of the cup.
Well, it looks as though they're going to need to use all their strength to sort of hack it out of that rough, missing it off the tee here. Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You'll need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. Oh, I thought he had that. Well, that's not the way you wanted to start out the backside here.
Yeah, you can't afford from inside 10 feet. You feel like you have to make those, and I mean, they really sting when they miss.
Frank, the short par 3 12th, what are you looking to do?
Well, you think it's a snack. Green straight in front of you, points a little bit to the right, but just getting it and keeping it on the green, it takes some doing.
This won't hurt him, Frank.
Just a little left of the flag. That's fine.
Oh, can't hide the flag stick from that man. Frank, this would jumpstart the round. A third straight birdie.
Some good playing.
I mean, you just don't see this too often. How about 9 birdies on the card today? What a round. This one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
Boy, he really moved that one. 320 yards and in the fairway. Of shot making this has been, Frank.
That incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. So with 5 holes left to play here at the PGA Championship, we arrive at this dogleg left, par 4.
Well, it's called Widow's Watch, but really it's a thinking man's hole. A long iron, maybe even a fairway wood just down the right side. That should set up a relatively simple short iron.
Frank, that swing looks lively and strong.
Oh, that had to fly 300. It's close to 310.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th.
I've heard of being on the zone, but this is he's just making it look so easy.
Just sensational golf. I mean, he is knocking down every flagstick right now. What a performance. Well, that's how you keep a round going, make putts just like that. Frank, lots of sand and beach in view here at the 15th.
Yeah, this starts a tremendous 4-hole run to the clubhouse. And this is going to require your best tee shot. Maybe a little fade off the tee would keep it away from those bunkers on the left and set up that second shot.
Frank, that's as good as I have seen all day long.
I think we've got to blame that on the weather. That weather, the wind had to help that ball give it another 20, 30 yards.
this could be good. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Frank, as you know, the finishing holes at a major championship can make even the world's #1 player buckle under the pressure. How do you avoid that?
Well, with a good drive to start here, there's a series of bunkers that start about 300 yards down the right side. You'd like to start your tee shot on those and maybe work it back towards the fairway to get a little bit more run and make this hole reachable. Well, with a good shot here, Rich, this eagle on the cards, hole very reachable from where he is.
Don't get many opportunities like this. This is a good place to take advantage. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Good strike right there, right off the center of the face and about 20 feet away. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Ooh, so close. Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Frank, this is one of the great displays of golf I've seen all year long. This would be a 7th straight. Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
17th now, and if you have a club that goes 250 yards on a good line, bust it out right now.
And if anything, you want to aim it just a hair to the right. It pays to be a little cautious here because of that mound on the left. It goes down some 20 feet below the level of the green.
This is a good-looking shot. On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
Well, it's pretty simple. You want to put your name alongside the likes of Vijay Singh, Martin Keimer, men who've won PGA championships right here at Whistling Straits. Then you need to knuckle down and make something happen at this final hole.
Yeah, par to win might be easy to say, but on a hole like this, 520 yards, it's hard to do.
Frank, this one looks like it might have a postage stamp on it. Airmail City.
Yeah, lick it, send it.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
This one has a good line. Oh, he's gonna love it.
How far was that? That was miles away.
Frank, do you buy the old adage?